I am no crane. Long ago, the great sage Markandeya visited the Pandavas. During their conversation, the eldest of Pandavas spoke about the virtue of woman. What greater wonder is there in this world than the patience of chastity of a woman? She nurtures a child in her womb, suffering great pain to bring it into this world. She forgives even a cruel husband and continues to love him despite neglect and hardships. Hearing these words, Markandeya smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story." The Brahmana and the Crane. Once there was a Brahmana named Kausika, a man of great discipline and devotion. He had taken a vow of brahmacharya and spent his days reciting the Vedas beneath the shades of the tree. One day he sat deep in meditation. A crane perched on the branches above soiled his head and with the droppings. Annoyed, Kausika glared at the bird with anger. To his shock, the crane dropped dead from the tree. A deep sorrow filled his heart. He had not meant to harm the bird. His anger alone had killed it. He realized how dangerous uncontrolled emotions could be. Housewife's wisdom. Still troubled by his actions, Kausika continued his daily practice of seeking alms. One day, he stood outside a house waiting for food. Inside, the housewife was cleaning utensils when her husband, returning home, tired and hungry. She quickly set aside her chores and washed his feet, served him food and cared for him. Only after ensuring his comfort did she step outside with alms for the waiting Kaushika. But Kaushika was furious. "Woman, you have made me wait for so long. This is no way to treat a Brahmana," he scolded. The woman folded her hands humbly and said, "Forgive me, O Holy One. I was serving my husband, which is my foremost duty." Kaushika scoffed and said, "You speak of duty, but you have disrespected a Brahmana." The woman remained calm and said, "O sage, do not let anger consume you. I am no crane to be killed by a mere thought." Kaushika was stunned. How did this woman know about the crane? Seeing his astonishment, she continued, "Anger is a man's greatest enemy. If you truly seek wisdom, go to Mithila and learn from Dharmavyada." Still shaken, Kaushika bowed and said, "I see I still have much to learn. Thank you for your guidance." The Butcher's Dharma. Following her advice, Kaushika travelled to Mithila, expecting to find a great sage. But to his shock, he found that Dharmavyada was a butcher, selling meat in the marketplace. Disgusted, Kaushika stood at the distance, but the butcher smiled knowingly and said, "Welcome, O sage. Did the chaste woman send you?" Kaushika was amazed. How did the butcher know of his journey? The butcher led him home, where Kaushika saw something even more surprising. A peaceful household when Dharmavyada lovingly served his parents. "O Brahmana," the butcher said, "a man's true duty is not just knowledge, but service to those who depend on him. I follow my dharma as a son and a butcher, and that is my worship of the divine." At that moment, Kaushika realized his mistake. True dharma is not about titles or professions. It is about sincerity and duty and love. He returned home and from that day forward devoted himself to caring for his parents, understanding that one's work done with honesty and devotion is the greatest offering to God. Moral of the story: this story, woven into the Mahabharata, teaches us that Dharma is not about social status but about sincerity in one's work. Whether one is a scholar, a housewife, or even a butcher, the true path to perform and worship lies in wholeheartedly fulfilling one's responsibilities with love and devotion. Thank you.